Hello and welcome to the channel. This is the CBSE Class 10 English Language and Literature Lesson 4, A Question of Trust. Horace Danby, a lockmaker who seems respectable but is secretly a thief, loves collecting rare books. He plans a robbery every year to pay for them. This time, he targets a safe at Sotover Grange containing valuable jewels. He carefully studies the house and enters when the servants are away. While working on the safe, he meets a young lady who he thinks is the homeowner's wife. She tricks him into opening the safe without gloves, claiming she forgot the combination and needs the jewels for a party. Horace opens the safe, gives her the jewels, and leaves, believing she will let him go. However, 2 days later, he is arrested. His fingerprints are found at the scene, and the real homeowner's wife, an older woman, denies his story. It turns out the young lady was another thief who used Horace to steal the jewels and frame him. Horace, now in prison, feels betrayed and angry when people mention honor among thieves. The story, A Question of Trust by Victor Canning, is about a man named Horace Danby, who appears to be a good and honest person but is actually a clever thief. Horace is around 50 years old, unmarried, and lives with a housekeeper who takes care of him. He suffers from hay fever in summer, which makes him sneeze a lot. By profession, he makes locks and has a successful business with 2 helpers. Everyone thinks he is respectable, but he has a secret plan. But he has a secret. He loves rare and expensive books, and to buy them, he steals once a year. 15 years ago, Horace spent time in prison for his first theft, where he worked in the library and developed his love for books. Since then, he plans one careful robbery every year, steals enough money to last 12 months, and buys books secretly through an agent. This year, in July, he targets Sotover Grange, a big house with a safe containing jewels worth £15,000. He plans to sell them for at least £5,000 to buy 3 special books coming up for sale. Horace studies the house for 2 weeks, its rooms, wiring, paths, and garden. The family is in London, and the 2 servants go to the movies that afternoon. Horace hides behind the garden wall, watches them leave, and enters with his tools in a bag. He wears gloves to avoid fingerprints. He finds the kitchen key hanging outside, opens the door, and meets the family dog Sherry, whom he calms by calling its name and showing kindness. The safe is in the drawing room, hidden behind a bad painting. Horace thinks about collecting paintings but decides books are better because they take less space. There are flowers in the room that makes his hay fever worse, causing him to sneeze. He has 4 hours before the servants return. He disables the burglar alarm by cutting its wire and starts working on the safe, which is easy for him since he knows locks well. A magazine article had described the house, including the safe's location, which Horace thinks is foolish of the owners. The flowers bother him more, and he sneezes again. Suddenly, a woman's voice from the doorway asks if it's a cold or hay fever. Horace, without thinking, says hay fever and sneezes. The woman suggests a treatment and says she heard him from upstairs. The woman is young, pretty, dressed in red, and seems kind but firm. Sherry rubs against her, making Horace think she is the lady of the house. She acts like she just returned and is amused to find a burglar. Horace tries to charm her to avoid trouble. She threatens to call the police, but he says he could cut the wires and stop her. She asks if he could hurt her. He would hurt her, and he admits he was just trying to scare her. Horace begs her to let him go, promising never to steal again. He explains he only steals from the rich for books and hates prison. And hates prison. She seems sympathetic, saying she likes the wrong kind of people. She takes a cigarette and Horace lights it for her, hoping to please her. She agrees to let him go if he does something for her. Open the safe because she forgot the combination and needs the jewels for a party tonight. Her husband is away for a month, so she can fix the safe later. Horace, without gloves now, opens the safe in an hour and gives her the jewels. He lives happily, keeping his promise for 2 days. But on the third day, he plans another theft for more books. However, police arrest him for the Sotheby Grange robbery. His fingerprints are everywhere in the room because he didn't wear gloves while opening the safe. No one believes his story about the young lady asking him to open it. The real wife of the owner is a 60-year-old gray haired, sharp tongued woman who calls his story nonsense. Horace realizes the young lady was another thief who tricked him into opening the safe and leaving fingerprints so she could steal the jewels and escape. Now, Horace works as an assistant librarian in prison. He often thinks about the charming but clever young thief who betrayed him. He gets very angry when people talk about honor among thieves because she showed there is no such thing. The story shows that even thieves can't always trust each other, illustrating the saying there is honor among thieves in a negative, ironic way.